Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here in June. I'm very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Are you feeling charitable? Then smash the subscribe button and the like button, and please do follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad, and welcome to Sunday's edition of the DC Daily. I dare you to name me another director who speaks to his fans and consumer on the same level as Zack Snyder does. He doesn't look down on people, he doesn't argue with trolls, he ignores trolls, and he spends the time with his fans. And yesterday on Vero, he was very, very excited, and he was answering fan questions. It was absolutely fantastic, and this all stemmed from him and Deb, tweeting and going on to Vero and just posting how happy they were that the Ultimate Edition of Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice is now on HBO Max, and he was confirming things like Kevin Costner being in his Justice League movie. Now, anyone who knows me knows I'm a massive Kevin Costner fan. I've been watching his films since I was a small boy, and he's a brilliant actor, a brilliant Jonathan Kent. That's very exciting. Are we going to go deep into the Snyderverse? A fan asked. You're already deep in it, Zach replied. Are we going to expand on the Green Lantern universe? He winked. And, there were so many things. Is Junkie XL's soundtrack going to be in your Justice League movie? Fuck yeah. And it was like that. So I remember the days when we were fighting for Zack Snyder's Justice League, and fans would go onto Twitter saying, yeah, we're going to get everything. We're going to get his expanded universe back. He's going to do the scary idea. And I used to say, calm the F down. It's not going to happen. We haven't even got the Snyder Cut yet. But now we are getting the Snyder Cut. Now we are getting Zack Snyder's Justice League. It looks like HBO Max and AT&T are going full on, doubling down on Zack Snyder's expanded universe exclusive to HBO Max. This whole multiverse strategy is perfect for every DC fan. And to think that Snyder is teasing the expansion of his universe on this streaming platform can only be a good thing for Warner Media. Look, as I say, it's unbelievable. I was surprised with some of the stuff he was kind of answering. He was being very honest and very direct. He hasn't really been on Vero that much lately, but he made up for that yesterday. So he's obviously very busy sorting this video out. This movie out, Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's obviously a very massive task. And I think when we were fighting for the Snyder Cut, I think we were all kind of assuming that the film was just ready to go. But it looks like we are going to get the scary idea he was talking about at SnyderCon. And with that scary idea, we have to see how deep we're going to go in the rabbit hole, which he kind of teased us when we were fighting for his cut of the movie. When I think about Snyder confirming Costner's return in his Justice League, and I think all Whedon did was show us a picture of Jonathan Kent as they were trying to bring Clark back to life in Justice League, just shows you the kind of situation and the pressure he was under to cut things out left, right, and centre. He just cut Zack's vision to pieces. We already know that allegedly he was mocking Zack's cut of the film, and I think that's a very interesting thing, because that just goes to show you that these two men were never friends, and that was a lie. And it wasn't Zack's decision to bring him on to finish the movie. He didn't come on to finish the movie. He came on to destroy the movie and give Kevin Sugihara's run Warner Brothers at the time the MCU tone they desperately craved, because they thought that by doing that, $2 billion was going to be in their pockets, and it was easy. But the thing is, with the MCU, it's had a consistent tone all the way through. Man of Steel, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, Suicide Squad had a consistent tone. And I know Wonder Woman was a bit brighter in palette, but the commentary in that film was very similar to what Snyder was doing. Ultimately, she embraces love in that film, and I think that's a great thing. But ultimately, Superman embraces love in Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, and despite being hated by many members of humanity, he decides to save their lives. Because, as he says to Lois, "This is my world. You are my world," quoting his own father, Jonathan Kent. When you look back at Batman vs. Superman, really it's the film that everybody talks about, either in glowing terms or very, negative, toxic terms. But it's a film everyone talks about because there's a lot of meat in that film. When I see other people talking about it on the internet, it's interesting to me. Either people say it's not cinema, it's not the way a superhero CBM should be, but I think it actually sets the parameters and another way of doing these things. Snyder grabbed hold of these characters, and he doesn't claim ownership over them, of course not. And I think in the coming months, especially as we prepare ourselves for DC fandom, we are going to see other directors and other creatives have Superman and have Batman. We know that Matt Reeves is doing a Batman trilogy, the first one, The Batman. I'm very excited for that film. I like what I'm hearing about that film, and I think it's going to be a very intriguing, interesting, and exciting time. But then we're getting Batfleck back, at least in Zack Snyder's Justice League, hopefully in some sequels, and the rumours of Ben's return get bigger and bigger, and I think it's something else we can be really excited about. But yes, he's really seems to be free to be able to say, yes, we're going to do this, yes, we're going to do that. And so we don't really know what's going on in terms of reshoots and more scenes being shot. We know he has to, shoot a scene with Martian Manhunter, aka Swanwick. I don't think that's been done yet. America's got a really high COVID infection rate right now because it's been really badly managed out there. I think the only country that Boris Johnson's United Kingdom have handled the pandemic better than is America. But so I think we're lucky in terms of shooting stuff that the government are allowing Hollywood to go back to work. I know that, for example, Superman and Lois, that TV show, will start shooting in September, and many shows will start shooting very soon this month as well, like the Batman. So they're going back to work because what can happen is that the people working on these films and TV shows can be tested, and if they don't have COVID, they can be in a safe environment and they can be kept in that environment, and that hopefully abolishes too much social distancing while these things are being shot. So people are going back to work. The entertainment industry is going back to work. But Zack Snyder teasing all these things. And then we have to, I don't think anyone actually asked him about Ryan Reynolds. I think he was in the mood to answer. Do I believe the rumours about Ryan Reynolds? Look, it's difficult because Ryan hasn't come out to disperse these rumours. Nobody has. So it looks like those rumours are actually true. Look, I think as we approach DC fandom, it's very interesting, that nobody's saying to us from AT&T and Warner Media, you're all wrong, there's no multiverse. In fact, as I said the other day, I saw, as they were teasing this multiverse, I think I saw a Supergirl, I saw a white Superman, and a Val Zod Superman, who is a Superman of colour. If that isn't a hint to the future of DC movies, I don't know what is. You are going to get some big announcements at this event. The beauty of this event is it's not like Comic-Con in the past where people like me here in Cyprus couldn't go. This time I can go on my computer, I can watch it along with everybody else, my fellow DC fans, and I don't feel left out. And I won't be missing out on any footage or any teases or any leaks. I won't have to wait for people to post stuff. So again, the idea of DC fandom, and this could be a thing for the future, where yes, people could go to a proper DC fandom in the future, but fans can attend via internet as well. Now, if people have to pay for that, they have to pay. I'm down for that, but I'm glad it's free for this year. I think Warner Media have done the right thing. The pandemic has left people secluded and depressed and upset, but it is AT&T that have kept our hearts pure, I think. And just the announcement of Zack Snyder's Justice League is unparalleled and unprecedented. And Zack only hinted, that there could be some more Zack Snyder's Justice League teases and footage before the DC fandom. And I think that we could get that at JusticeCon. JusticeCon is something that's been set up by the Nerd Queens, who are big Snyder fans. And I think, is it next week? I think it's that soon. Now, Zach's going to be on there. Jay Oliver's going to be on there. I think Chris Wong Spencer's going to be on there. Chris Wong Spencer's doing quite well for himself right now, so that's cool as well. But I see Chris as one of us, which is really cool as well. And so I'm happy for him. I'm not one of these people who sits here and says, oh, I've got 800 subs. I barely get 50 views. I'm bitter. Why am I successful? Why is he successful? No, I'm happy for good people being successful. In fact, I don't care if you're good or bad. I'm happy for you. And if I'm not ever going to be a successful YouTuber, that's fine. It's, as I say every day, it's such an exciting time to be a DC fan. And every day when I see you people so excited about the Snyderverse, it just makes me want to binge Batman vs Superman, Man of Steel, and the entire DCEU. So I'm prepped for Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm definitely going to do that before I watch Zack Snyder's Justice League. Still a concern about how we're going to see it, seeing that HBO Max is only available in America and Canada. But this is a big company, and they know they want to make money from everyone. And it will be available at launch for Zack Snyder's Justice League. It will be available globally. I think you'll see these things happening from January 2021. So I wouldn't be too concerned about that. Just get pumped. Get excited. We are in an amazing time. Who would have thought we'd be looking forward to a DC fandom that's going to announce a live-action multiverse with Michael Keaton's Batman crossing over with Ezra Miller's Flash, and maybe Ezra Miller's Flash being involved with Grant Gustin's Flash in a Flashpoint movie? That's just one thing. James Gunn's Suicide Squad, Matt Reeves' The Batman, Ben Affleck's The Batman returning. These are all things that we kind of had no hope for about 6 months ago. And then there's the whole thing with Henry Cavill's Superman. Where does he sit in all of this? Is he the main Superman? I don't think he will be. I think he will be the HBO Max Superman. I absolutely believe that J.J. Abrams' Superman will be announced at DC Fandom. I think it will be a more kind of traditional vision for Superman. I expect like characters like Jimmy Olsen to be launched in that film series as well. There are a lot of things happening, and every corner of DC fandom is going to be very happy. As Warner Media keep on saying, the fans are the most important thing. And this is why fandom is happening, because they want to make money from everyone. They want to please everyone. So there's no way, if you don't like the Snyderverse, don't worry. Don't waste your time, being toxic to us Snyder fans. Ultimately, as I say every single day, I'm a DC fan, and I love all corners of this fandom and all visions and versions and multi-earths from DC. And I'm just so excited that we're going to get this expanded live-action multiverse universe. And I think you should be too. Comment down below, like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back tomorrow with even more DC Daily. See you again soon.